Ever since Shinbi was released, she's been quite an interesting hero. In my opinion, she's kind of has an identity crisis, and what at the end of Monolith was actually the showcase of a core issue behind how Paragon used to work. How do we fix all of these things? Well, find out. Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Hero Rework Idea. I am Sylphin. Of course, a few things right off the bat. One, this in no way represents what what Unleashed Games is going to do for Paragon 2. This is just my idea. 2, hero passives are coming back, so we have to add one for Shinbi and make it appropriate. 3, I will be, just as part of my own idea, adding in quest mechanics into heroes kits to make them a little bit more dynamic and rewarding for good play. And 4, what was that whole introduction about? Well, Shinbi, at least in my opinion, had kind of a bit of a identity crisis. Was she a melee range caster, or was she an assassin? Are they the same? Are they different? What the heck is Shinbi? What was she? Is she a, kill you in 2 seconds sort of a hero, or is she a kill you in 6 to 8 seconds sort of a hero? What is going on? Well, with chat and I over some streams where we were reworking these heroes together, we kind of decided that she is ultimately a mobile hero. She's very, very mobile. And she's an ability. She uses her abilities to do her thing. And she's an assassin. She's an assassin. She kills you. And whether that's a mage or a caster or whatever, she kills people. And it's mostly single target. Maybe I should have added that in there, but she's ultimately a mobile ability assassin. And we try to emphasize that in her rework, kind of, which is a very much a very small rework. As a lot of her abilities are the same. So she's a mobile ability assassin. That's kind of what we best came up with to best describe what Shinbi is. Now, there's a symptom though. I think Shinbi was one of the heroes that showed a core issue with how Paragon was at the end of Monolith, because there was no individual hero, or there was even no role, health or armor scaling, power scaling, anything like that. We put 1 power on a carry, and that was exactly the same value you got putting it on a support, and that was an issue. And with Shinbi, you can see up there, low health and armor scaling. You put 60 health on, you put 100 health on Shinbi, she should only get maybe 60 of it, or something like that. Low health and low armor scaling, because tank Shinbi was absolutely a thing. 100% a thing. Because you build her like a tank, and she could sustain in combat and still do great damage. It was kind of silly. Need to implement low health and armor scaling, so that she is forced into that assassin role, which is exactly what she is. So there you go. Individual hero scaling. Shinbi definitely needs it. Low health and armor scaling. Now, passive ability. What is this passive ability that makes Shinbi more mobile or more of an ability assassin? Well, this is what we came up with. 2.5 ability damage is built up every time Shinbi deals damage, stacking up to 8 times. Upon reaching 8 stacks, the next damage instance Shinbi deals will release this ability power, decaying the 20% increased ability damage over the next 2 seconds. So you hit somebody, you hit somebody, you get 2.5% ability damage. You hit a couple seconds later, you hit somebody with or anything with ability damage. You're now at 5% ability damage increase. It stacks up to 8 times. Once you hit deal damage that 9th time with your ability, boom, you lose that 20% increased ability damage, but it decays over 2 seconds. So, you know, at 0.5 seconds, you're at 15% ability power. At 1 second, you're at 10, 15, 20, etc. Why is it 8? Because that is the stack of her all kill. So you hit somebody 8 times, you know, with your abilities, you're at all kill. As soon as you press that ultimate, that first wolf that comes down and hits your target will start that decay, but by the time your last wolf has hit the person, you would have gained, you would have used that value over, you know, you would have used that passive value. Why does it decay? Just because your abilities deal damage, right? They deal a whole bunch of damage right till you're at your 8 stacks, and then your 8 stacks happen. I think if you had 20% ability damage over the whole 2 seconds, it'd be a little bit crazy. I don't know, maybe it doesn't decay. Again, numbers are just, forget numbers. That can come with balance. It's just the concept that I really want to get across to you. And I think that's really well. You know, I think that works really, really well. I didn't put a stack duration, like the stacks only last for so long, just so that you can poke. You know, you can poke at somebody. The stacks on your all kill will be, they have a duration, right? They will expire, but I don't think your passive actually should, because you're already getting value out of committing to a fight and building up your all kill stacks that do expire. You're already committing to that, so getting double sort of value from your passive, or needing to commit to somebody twice, one because of your all kill and 2 because of your passive. I don't know, I felt like it was a little too much. If you're able to poke at somebody, maybe you don't have all of your stacks at all kill, but maybe, you know, when you reach at 8 stacks, you're like, sure, I'll commit to a little skirmish for 2 seconds just to utilize that passive a little bit more, and then I'll back off. Maybe. Again, that idea is there, but I think it works really well with Shinbi, because she does her thing for 8 seconds, then she's kind of done. She's an assassin, right? She pops her ultimate, and then she has to be a little bit more careful how she engages and all of that. That is her passive. Pretty interesting to me. I would love that. Provides a gameplay loop. That is certainly kind of quite fun. So rushing beat. It's the same. You dash a distance, dealing damage, giving you a stack, small little, you know, window to use your second one. It's the same. Really, it's a fantastic ability. Didn't really need to do too much to Shinbi. People agreed that she's pretty okay. She just needed to be focused on her assassin nature and not have that silly health and armor scaling. Line tempo, again, it's pretty much the same. Shoot out a wolf. There you go. Pretty simple. Not really need to change anything. Numbers and cooldowns would likely change for a larger map, and a different gameplay, different sort of gameplay, you know, style and pace. But again, that's going to be the same for everybody, so no need to say that. The quest mechanic here is interesting. After hitting 30 enemy heroes, again, that could be 40, 50, 60, whatever it needs to be, 2 additional wolves are summoned on either side, dealing 25% damage each. What this does is they would also build up that all kill, but remember, all kill only goes on one target that has the most stacks nearby. So while, you know, you may miss something, and it just increases her damage output, makes her more of an assassin, and just kind of a little bit of an idea. I thought maybe after hitting X amount of heroes, hitting a single target with line tempo would give you 2 stacks of your all kill. That seemed a little bit crazy, but I thought I'd add in a little bit, teeny weeny little bit of AoE potential. Kind of suits Shinbi as well, even though she is still a single target assassin. Circle rhythm, no issue with circle rhythm. It was a little bit buggy, to be honest with you. I would have the damage tick every 0.25 seconds and the healing every 0.25, but still keep the stacks that you get on all kill every half second, I believe it was, just so you can rely on the damage and the healing a little bit more, but still have to execute it well for the passive or for the all kill stacks that are, again, it's a big part of Shinbi, so you have to execute that well. All kill, her ultimate, really not, again, it's fantastic. I myself wanted to change Shinbi a little bit in that she wasn't necessarily a single target assassin, but just an assassin who dealt damage over time. She just dealt a lot of damage over time, wasn't necessarily a single target assassin. And with that, I wanted to change her all kill. It's not the most engaging, I know, and a lot of you probably won't like it, but make her all kill a passive effect. When you damage somebody with an ability, your stacks on that target go up. However, you don't have to press the ability to have the wolves hit the target. The wolves would attack the target automatically after every single stack that you got. You would have to ramp up the damage to the stack, so you can't just hit somebody, wait till the wolf goes off, hit somebody, wait till the wolf goes out. There'd definitely be some balance in there. So that way, Shinbi could just be a multiple single target assassin, if you know what I mean. She could attack one person for a little bit, get 6 stacks up, move on to the next target. 6 wolves come and attack that one. She'd move on to the next target, build up some stacks. They're dying pretty quick. I'll leave it at 4, move on to the next target. Rushing beat, line tempo, circle rhythm. So because to me, Shinbi always felt a little bit like, you use your ultimate, and now what? Right? She always felt a little too ultimate-centric, to be honest with you. I kind of wanted to change it, make it into a passive, and then you just have, you're just kind of running around, putting stacks on people, being very mobile, and the stacks automatically go off, and you just kind of damage a couple other heroes accordingly. Kind of like that. She's a multiple single target assassin. This would be completely fine. It kind of fits her nature, I suppose. I guess ultimately what I'm saying is I want your opinion down in the comment section below, because she can go either way for me. She's great as she is. In my head, a passive ultimate, yes, that's not compelling, but Shinbi's not necessarily the most compelling hero kit-wise. It's more execution. Can you execute Shinbi well? That is the compelling part. And I think almost having a passive ultimate actually would add to it even more, because then you're running around, you're like, how many stacks do I want to, do I want to spend too much time on this one hero, because, getting more stacks on that hero would just be overkill, or, you're kind of, I don't know. Let me know down in the comments what you guys think. I would love to know, because a lot of people absolutely adore Shinbi. Please like the video if you like it, dislike, share with the community. Of course, guys, subscribe for more Paragon 2 Unleashed Games content. Until next time, like always, stay optimistic and positive.